Alright.
Where do you want this one? Aimed right at you?
Nah.
How about this? Is that fine?
Yeah, whatever works.
All about. Alright, so now we gotta decide what runway we're going to. Looks like we're gonna, based on the windsock, we're gonna use runway 4, which is right here. It's the short taxi. So we'll do our run up on the ramp here since there's no one around. Yes, yep, East Troy will talk to Milwaukee also, or you can tune in there. I mean, I've seen jump pilots out there that weren't very good at calling it in, and I've gotten surprised by parachutes before. And really the most dangerous part of it isn't the parachutes, because they're right over the airport. It's the jump plane that's circling down at a high rate. So that's the guy you got to worry about. Then we do our flow check, making sure everything is set right before you take off. So throttle's idle currently. Trim is set, choke is off, mags are both, battery and alternator are on, flaps are set, fuel is on, lights and avionics are on, altitude 1200, correct frequency 2307, GPS is set per scene, carburetor heat is off, Zane is on, engine gauges look good, we don't have any lights blinking at us or anything, and
we're seeing traffic maintenance vehicle crossing 04, we're seeing.
I can pull over a little bit more for you.
I'll go around, thanks.
Once we get turned and heading southwest, I'll hand the plane over to you, and you'll be flying basically until we land, or until you need a break.
Okay.
Okay, runway is still clear. I don't see any vehicles or animals or airplanes on the runway. Get it nice and lined up. We have a crosswind. Do you see the windsock over there?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a crosswind from the left, so I'm going to put a little aileron into the wind. Here comes full power. Nice and easy acceleration. All the way to the top. Hand stays on. As we're coming out, there's 41. Nose is off. Just as expected. And airplane is flying. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad out there. Obviously, if you're the one flying and that happens, just leave it. But, you know, I'm flying anyways, so no big deal. You can see as you go into the bank, we need just a little bit of rudder into the turn. There we go. Ooh, there's a big jet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy is... We don't want to fly underneath him, he's low. Alright, right turn. Alright, I'm going to tune into Milwaukee here. 30-degree bank to the left. We're going to go all the way around back to heading west. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to try to hold altitude as much as possible.
Check the altimeter 3031, 3031. Okay, here we go.
Alright. You can see when we get 30 and a little past, we might have to hold the nose up just a little.
Okay.
Remember, the looser your grip is, the easier this airplane is to fly.
302, traffic 2 o'clock, 5 miles eastbound, Fahrenheit 1000.
There you go. The lighter your touch, the easier it is to fly.
Sure, 2 Tango, what else did he fly to? Thank you.
You'll want to lead your roll out by about 10 degrees of heading. If you look at these roads, they're pretty much lined up north, south, east, west, and it gives you a really good indication for heading so that you don't have to have your head down as much. Alright, nice job. Alright, clear to the right. Let's do one to the right.
302, traffic on 5.
Now as you go into a roll to the right, you can see our nose pitching up. That's because of your view coming over the top here. It makes you over-pitch typically, so you just got to kind of concentrate on flying the nose level. We don't have much of a horizon today, so it's a little bit more difficult. You might have to reference your attitude indicator just a little bit more. As you fly more and more, your eyes will go without thinking to where you want them to go once you figure out where all the instruments are and really get used to the cockpit.
Sure, 2 things. You know, 12335, good day.
Nice job, very nice.
It's a little squirrely.
You're doing really well. Alright, level her on out. There you go. Nice job. I mean, we were plus or minus 20 feet on altitude, that's great. Bank angle looked really nice, so cool. That's a neat flight, going by the skyline.
Yeah, that's something that I'd like to be able to, that's one of the goals.
Yeah, I mean, there and back from Racine is about an hour and a half in this airplane. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depending on the winds. Once we make our turn north, we can start dropping our altitude. We'll come down to 1,700 feet. And it doesn't have to be terribly fast.
Do you want me to turn off?
We'll give it a second, yeah.
And we'll drop down to 1,700?
Yep. Alright, go ahead. Based on the winds off the smokestack, we're going to use the same runway. You can almost kind of point us towards the lighthouse out there.
At the point, sir?
Yep.
Back to Cessna 734, Fox Echo, 3 quarter to the south, inbound landing runway 04, Racine traffic, full stop, Racine.
And Racine traffic 921 kilo is 2.5 to the east, northbound over the Lakeshore 2,300 descending. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
That's kind of like slow flight, you know, just giving a little power to hold our altitude.
Okay.
Mid-tail downwind, here comes our first notch of flaps. That'll be our landing setting for flaps. About 5 feet off the ground, level. I'm looking way down at the end of the runway. As it sinks, I'm just holding it off. There we go. You want taxi her in?
Yeah.
Alright. You have the airplane. Parking brake is off.
I have the airplane.
Alright, we're going to make a right turn on Alpha and head down.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, below 10 as much as possible. Might need to ride the brake just a little. Usually when I'm taxiing, this is how I hold. I have my hand on the brake even if I'm not using it, and I use my forearm to kind of make sure that that throttle is back. Alright, and I'll do the last couple feet here. I have the airplane. So you can see this yellow line that's painted. As long as our landing gear doesn't cross that line, we won't whack the hanger. So just kind of orient it in like this. Straighten the nose. Parking brake comes on. Alright, now we do our shutdown checklist.